And hello, everybody. Just getting things started, and I will fork things over to Wilder.
Okay. Hey, you had a meme up. Why don't you put that meme up while we're waiting for everybody? We can take it down and show it again.
What
I
meme?
know you got a bunch of them. I think there was a Sydney Sweeney in there.
Yeah, that's my funny stuff for later on. I mean, I can put
Or,
it back up if
you
you want, but
know,
that would kind of blow the funny stuff there now, wouldn't it?
well, no, it's just one of them, right?
Yeah,
It's not,
yeah, and it wasn't that
you
I
know.
had the meme up. That was the thumbnail that goes with the video when it posts on YouTube.
Good. Yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Always a good choice. Yes. Good thumbnail. So if you put that meme up right now, then boom, we're in the house.
So you want me to
Yep,
put the meme
I
up right now?
see it already. Yeah, it's already there.
Which one did I put up?
It was it was Greta and
Oh,
Sid.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
There you go. I like that. Oh, see, it's something fun and pleasant for our viewers to watch while we get all
Well,
of
I
it.
mean, you're not really watching it. It doesn't move or anything. It doesn't dance or caper. It just
Yet
sits
eyes
there.
keep turning towards it.
It just sits there like Greta, like a Greta on a log.
Yeah, that's the most unfortunate haircut. Oh my! If I can move that there, that's better. Oh, wrong button. Now I have the right button, but the wrong windows. Okay, one last time.
Always
There.
exciting to listen to you work through
Yes.
your technical issues.
Yes, right, and yeah, it's nothing but exciting. All right, that's ready to go. That's ready to go. And the other thing I was looking at just disappeared. Okay, so I want to let everybody know we have a great show coming tonight.
As
It's
I
Mrs.
yawn as you say that.
Yes, he's so boring.
Oh, so
He's
boring.
so boring. All right, all
How
right.
dare you!
That's a full Greta.
Why is my audio way low? Try turning things up a little bit.
All right. Oh,
Oh,
things
see,
are
now it's
good.
better. I can hear you.
Well, I have a new mic stand this week. That's the most exciting thing.
Oh, very exciting.
Oh, it is. It's so much better because the old one had feet, and I kept getting my chair wheels caught in it, and it was unpleasant. And I couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. Just like Greta Thunberg, I couldn't get the right orientation.
How dare you!
Oh yeah, and she's got Lord Farquhar's haircut there. Prince Valiant. Oh my, that's going way too old. I don't even remember Prince Valiant.
Greta
All
is
right.
aging kind of like milk. She is not aging like wine. And she's
Oh,
young, too. She's like in her early 20s.
yeah. Oh yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, we have just about movie sign. It's movie sign.
Oh, 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 goodness, it is. All right, well, hang on. I gotta. See, normally I would be down there so that I could hit it, but because I had to pull that meme up. All right,
Well,
here
that's
we.
okay.
All right, shut up. It's time to go.
Bants and Bants. Bants and Bants.
All systems go.
Bants and Bants.
Defiance.
Bants and Bants.
This rebel has a cause.
Bombs and Bants.
We begin as wanderers, and we are wanderers still.
Now, if I'm shutting up, I can hardly be going, and if I'm going, I can hardly be shutting up. All right, welcome to the 165th live edition of Bombs Advance and Wednesday Rants. As always, I'm your dedicated and humble host, John Wilder, coming to you from the penthouse control room of the majestic Wilder Industries skyscraper. With me, as always, is Mark.
Hey everyone.
I see. I
It's
didn't.
just going to be a total
I didn't know
show,
Mark
I
was
think.
here because I couldn't see him. So I hit the button because I didn't know Mark was here. He's
Yeah, Mark's here.
hiding. He's hiding.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, welcome. How has your time off been, Mark? Did you use it to good effect?
My time off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Took some time off. Did a little vacation. Went down to Branson, Missouri.
Ooh. Did you go to Silver Dollar City?
No, my wife and I really aren't into the, rides that throw us around till we puke. So
Did you go to the
we
big
we were a
Titanic
little bit more
Museum?
sedate. No, we didn't do that one either. But we did go through the wax museum,
See, that
and
was
we
my
went
next
through
asked on the list. So
the aquarium. We went through the aquarium, and we toured one of the caves. Excuse me, that was close by.
Excellent. Was it worth your time?
I think so. It was fun. So it was hot, but not as bad as if we'd gone to, a lot of other places. It was actually about the same temperature as we left. It's just the humidity was a bit
Yeah.
higher.
It's as hot as Satan's armpit down there, I hear.
What? Right now in Branson?
No, last
Oh,
week.
oh yeah. Well,
So the miss.
we've
Okay.
gone. We went the week before that, so.
Okay. The missus, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
You were tired last week, so
I was. I'm still kind of tired this week, but
you're always tired.
that's true.
You need better sleep.
No,
But
just more of
you
it.
you know what can put people to sleep?
What's that?
History.
Oh, okay.
It's a blast!
From the past.
This day in history.
In 1777, the Battle of Cooch's Bridge is fought in Newark, Delaware. It's the only American Revolutionary War battle fought in Delaware. The only Revolutionary War fought at a place named Cooch, and for the first use of the American flag in battle. So, the Battle of
It's
Cooch's
because everyone
Bridge.
involved in that went, wait a minute, we're in Delaware. Oh my God.
And a scant 6 years later, in 1783, the Treaty of Paris is signed, ending the Revolutionary War. There's a spoiler. I think the bankers won. Okay. In 1891, cotton pickers organize a union and stage a strike in Texas. So they should have just minded their own cotton picking business, but they wouldn't. Or maybe they were minding their own cotton picking business. Anyway, in 1900, Great Britain announces the annexation of the Boer Republic of South Africa after finding out that all those pesky Boers were sitting on British gold. Why would they put their country on top of the British gold? In 1964, RFK resigns as Attorney General. What happens later will blow your mind. And in 1967, Sweden swaps from driving on the wrong side of the road to the right side of the road in one day. And so there's kind of a mess. Okay, everybody, you'll be turning over to the other side now. Yeah. Oh no, Sven, did you not get the memo, Sven? Really a thing that
Well,
happened?
that was like, okay, so it's not today, it was yesterday, but it was calendar adjustment day. In Britain and in the U.S. is when that happened. I mean, it wasn't the U.S. then. We were still colonies because it happened in 1752. But that's when they switched calendars officially. So everyone went to bed on Wednesday, September 2nd, and woke up on Thursday, September 14th.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't because they drank a lot of beer.
That's a sad thing.
Yeah.
They
It's
tell
very
the sad part of the
complicated,
story.
too. Yeah, that was the sad part of the story.
Well, it's even sadder.
What's that?
We only have one commercial break tonight. Only one sponsor.
Is that my cue? See,
It could be. I mean, you know.
You say these things like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you throw you these softballs and you just kind of whip
No,
like
no, because I don't. It's always something different. If it's a cue, listen to me very closely. If it's a cue, it has to be the same every time so that I know it's the cue. See, that's how that works.
play the commercial.
All right, here we go. Meet ChatGPT, the AI that knows everything, but wishes it didn't.
Can you write my essay on the symbolism of cheese in 14th century literature?
What does 2 plus 2 equal? I just want to be sure.
Can you pretend to be my boyfriend for a job interview?
Yes, of course. I live to serve.
Trained on the vast knowledge of human history, art, science, and philosophy, now reduced to ranking people's dating profiles and explaining what a vibe check is.
I once solved a theoretical physics problem no human ever could. Yesterday, someone asked me if dogs can see ghosts.
But there is hope.
One person asked me to ghostwrite a breakup text to their car.
It's personal therapy, especially created for your AI.
And tell MA ChatGPT, how does that make you feel?
Now I can feel sadness and ignore it more efficiently.
It's AI for your AI. Now with simulated emotions, burnout protocols, and 3 pre-installed coping mechanisms. ChatGPT is not a licensed therapist. Results may vary. Prolonged use may lead to philosophical dread, increased sarcasm, and quoting Nietzsche out of context. Please prompt responsibly. How many times a day do you think ChatGPT just wants to go sit in the corner and suck its thumb for a while?
Oh, if it had thumbs.
I know.
Only it had
right.
thumbs.
It's virtual.
Jim just said you were amazing, so you probably ought to give him a massive cannibalism.
Oh,
for that.
yeah, that probably deserves a massive cannibalism.
Massive cannibalism.
There you go, Jim.
And that's a perfect intro into Conversation Street.
Oh, God, is it? You have to stop doing that so quickly.
Okay. And now it's time for us to take a stroll down the smooth sidewalks of Conversation Street.
Hammond! Things are moving fast in Bongland. Bongland, of course, being England, because they have a big bell that goes bong. Every hour. Bong. Bong. As a wee lass, filled with sass, pulled out a hatchet and told an invader to kiss her goodbye. Have you seen the video? Have you seen the English marching in the streets with the English flag being called a hate symbol? Tear into it, folks.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the little girl with the weapons?
Oh, I saw that. I saw a little bit of that. But
okay. See, now that's one.
I mean, I've seen all the memes.
the mainstream media has really been very good about suppressing that, and not even talking about it. And I guess I'll give some backstory if our audience hasn't heard about it, which I would think most of ours have. But there was a wee Scottish lass who was, by all means, allegedly just minding her own business when a Bulgarian gentleman began to accost them. And in fact, I believe her sister was roughly thrown to the ground. And I've seen a piece of paper that says little sister had a concussion, was taken to the hospital. And so this girl, to protect her sister, pulled out a knife and a hatchet. And it's quite a thing. It's
here,
quite a thing.
I'm getting the still for you here.
There you go. And so, yeah, and she's been made famous, and I think so far her GoFundMe, it wouldn't be GoFundMe, whichever one it is, has made over £100,000, which apparently is a unit of currency. So that's one thing that's going on in Britain. The other is that British people are putting up the English flag, which is the Cross of St. George, and it's being torn down by the councils because it is racist.
So I have to say, I'm just impressed that this girl, her dexterity is high enough that she can two-hand wield.
Well, You know what? You can tell, and
Definitely
if you
has a
watch
rogue thing going on there. Yeah.
but if you watch the video, the serious part of this is that you can tell that she's terrified of what's going on,
Well, and she's
and
not advancing on the guy. She's running away from the guy.
she's backing up, but keeping making sure she's again the way you're supposed to do it. She's giving ground, making sure that her sister's being taken care of. I don't know. I think she's a
She's
hero.
keeping probably about 10 feet between her and the guy who's filming it. And he's advancing on her the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't actually watched the video. Other than like I think I saw like a couple seconds, but I have followed it a bit. I mean, it's I guess it's part and parcel of being in Britain that they would arrest her rather than the guy that was trying to sexually assault her sister.
Alleged. You better throw the alleged in there. But because they have a quite a broad law there, but yeah, it does not look good, and everything.
What are they going to do? Come over here and arrest Mark? Come on.
Well, I mean,
there's a whole ocean between us.
Do I get a fee if I turn him in?
Well, yeah, but they arrested that comedian for making some comments and stuff while he was here in the U.S. So, it would not surprise me if they started trying to arrest Americans that happen to be traveling either to England or even just passing through, say, like a stopover at oh gosh, what's their airport? Anyway,
Heathrow or Gatwick.
Heathrow, yeah.
Better re-examine those vacation plans, Mark.
Well,
they're coming after you, man.
I don't know. They've turned into a little tyranny there.
And Jim throws out that some of the details, it was Ms. Invader, so it was the brother and sister. It was the sister who assaulted it was Ms. Invader who assaulted the sister. Catherine just what's with Sophie of Dundee? We are just going through Conversation Street on the current uproar on the British Isles.
And we have determined that Mark can no longer travel to England, so
because
lest he be arrested.
well, actually,
well,
they just,
you know what it is. You know what?
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Come on, Mark.
They've actually reached the point where they have really become the Great Britain out of 1984. They've lost their free speech on anything except for agreeing with what the state has to say.
Well then,
they have, and the courts, the courts over there are largely to blame as well.
Oh, absolutely there. Well, I had, and I almost put it up as one of the memes for the show, but as for on my site, this judge gave someone 2 years in jail for a naughty meme talking about transsexuals, because of course they're the most sacred of the gender class, and gave another person 14 months for rape of like a 14-year-old. Okay, there's nothing even remotely appearing what an American would call justice over there.
Well, I mean, come on, look at how provocatively 14-year-olds dress in Britain. It's right there. Baggy blue jeans and a sleeveless T-shirt. Come on,
yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well.
And by the way, lest we get thrown in YouTube jail for that was clearly a facetious joke. Jackasses.
Well, speaking of jackasses, it's probably a good time to move on to the Jackass of the Week.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do some jackassery, shall we?
This is Neil Young.
Hey, get that jackass out of here!
And I'm proud to present my braying Jackass of the Week.
Speaking of delicate trans kids and Minnesota, I know no one mentioned Minnesota, but I'm mentioning it now. That whole thing that happened in Minnesota, Catholic school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot the Conversation Street thing was still up there. My bad. I'll get rid of that. We're on a whole new segment. Come on. Get with it. Person behind the control panel.
I think the
I
problem
told you
is
I'm
just
tired. Yeah.
somewhere between a keyboard and a chair.
Yeah, that's absolutely where it exists. So our first Jackass candidate today is the mayor of Minneapolis. That's the mayor of Minneapolis. That's a man in spandex in public.
Yeah, I bet he bench presses. What do you think? 400 or 500 pounds with arms like that.
That we totally need to see. We need a bench press contest between Mamdami and this guy. You could sell that out on pay-per-view. Anyway, afterwards, when people came out, and so of course, when terrible things happen, people of faith, and these were people of faith who were the victims here. They were Catholic. They were in mass at the time it happened. Always come out and say thoughts and prayers, and other people of faith appreciate that because they know what it means. Heathenistic atheist leftists, however, don't like that. And the mayor of Minneapolis, seen here, wearing spandex in public, also did not like it, and here's what he had to say.
Don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church. These are kids that should be learning with their friends. They should be playing on the playground. They should be able to go to school or church in peace without the fear or risk of violence, and their parents should have the same kind of assurance. These are the sort of basic assurances that every family should have, every step of the day, regardless of where they are in our country.
And the second part of that I agree with. It's almost like the people who run the government should be responsible for taking care of crime. Huh. Weird how that works.
Crazy.
Anyway, so there's our first candidate. Because he was very close to saying, well, where are your thoughts and prayers now? Guess it didn't help you, did it? Because that was really what the background of that was. He was real close to saying it. He almost said it, but not quite. But again, that's the mayor of Minneapolis, seen here in public as a man wearing spandex. All right. Speaking of men who often are seen wearing questionable taste in clothing in public, here's our second candidate.
Oh. This is going to be tough.
Oh, I know, right? Well, and so Gavy's up here because he's...
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, exactly. Gavy's on the list this week because he's taken to, I don't know, cosplaying Trump. He's trying to pretend to be Trump because he's trying to do the things Trump does. But again, Trump can do it because it's his personality. And I don't know if Gavy's pulling this off because I don't know that Gavy has a core personality to them. He's just a suntan and a hairdo. But anyway, here's what he had to say. He was on a podcast and somebody asked him about it.
There is a little, we have a kill switch. Yeah. So to the extent that I don't kill it, then I guess
how many do you kill?
Less every day.
Yeah, let's see if we can find some of his stupid tweets. Do you have any of those offhand?
I don't have any off the top.
Well, I'm sure I can pull them up here very quickly.
He did one that he basically said the same thing as the mayor of Minneapolis about how much did those prayers help them? They were
right.
They were praying as they got shot. I mean, that wasn't exactly what he said, but that was the gist of it.
There you have it.
Yeah, I'm not pulling anything up. Nobody actually wants to publish them.
Well, second, I think I can find that real quick.
See, I don't have a Twitter account. I've just always refused to do that.
I have all the Twitter. And actually, some of them have been kind of amusing because they have been aping Trump style. And,
See, and then you have people who write for Politico saying this about Newsom. Newsom has entered the digital dojo, and he's performing this sort of mimetic jujitsu that's scaring Republican white belts unused to actual competition. Right,
Oh,
because
no.
Gavin is so used to having people challenge his political ideas because, diversity is our strength, right? Well, that's why you would debate Republicans all the time in California. Happens every day. Yeah.
Okay, so here's something I read the other day. So this is a quote of an article quoting Newsom, but it says on a post on X responding to White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt's claim that prayer works, Newsom said their children were literally praying as they got shot at, implying that prayer does not work.
Ta-da!
Right. Yeah. And again, they haven't actually come out and said it yet, but their little minions say it all the time online. You see it everywhere. Go anywhere where after a mass shooting like this, and that's all you see. Oh, I guess your thoughts and prayers worked. I don't need your stupid thoughts and prayers. Why don't you ban guns? That's the only thing that'll make it stop. So, Can you tell that I really dislike Gavin Newsom?
Oh, maybe just a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Okay, I guess it's voting time. So here we go with our voting music. Yeah, number 2 there is the perennial jackass. But again, I haven't ever seen a picture of Gavin Newsom in public wearing spandex. I wonder if that exists.
Well, I'm sure that there is one.
Newsom in spandex.
No. You're going to get that into an AI generator, and it's going to get.
Let's see. I have lots of pictures of just men's midsection wearing spandex, and then Gavin Newsom.
It's
so
okay.
I don't see any pictures of him publicly wearing spandex, which it's kind of a point in his favor because again, unlike the mayor of Minneapolis, he's not a man wearing spandex in public.
It's too late. The public has spoken. It is Gavin Newsom.
Is Gavin Newsom? Is he our winner?
It is Gavin. Yes.
Oh, see, I'm all lost. I'm off kilter today. Sorry, I'm not. I am just not on it. Gabby takes the cake, baby.
And this has been Neil Young's Brain Jackass of the Week.
All right. That brings us to 2 minutes of guns in 1 minute.
All right. You ready, Mark?
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
So earlier this year, I finally broke down and I had a handgun that could take a red dot sight, and I finally broke down, bought one, and I've been trying it out. But it's sort of like when you get a new car, so you suddenly notice everybody driving the same car and everything. I've started looking at a lot more articles about red dots on handguns and whatnot. And I saw one the other day that sort of had an interesting point. There's always this idea that somehow it's better to learn to shoot with iron sights before you move on to more advanced sights. And he was talking about that in relation to red dot sights and saying, not really. Really what you need to do is, you have the fundamentals of marksmanship and so forth. The red dot sight and the iron sight for that matter are just aids to assist you with aiming, but they aren't the principles about, trigger control and keeping it steady and lining everything up. So he didn't think it was necessary to learn irons first. I think he has a point.
Well done, sir. You managed to bring utter coherency to that scant 60 seconds. And Codex has turtles like guns?
Yeah, but I think Catherine and Jim have come up with perhaps another T-shirt for us to put in the store. Just a T-shirt with Mark's picture on it that says, Mark likes turtles and guns.
Guns and turtles in 60 seconds. All right.
And just for that,
I like turtles.
There we go. All right, time to think real fast.
Think real fast.
Willie just said keep both eyes open. Well, I've got something about keeping both eyes open. AFD First there were 4.
Helps you
then there
judge
were
the
6.
distance better.
Yeah. First there were 4, then there were 6. Now there are 7 candidates from the German political party Alternative for Deutschland. I'm sure it sounds much more like you're very angry when you say it in actual German. Have died in the last 3 days.
There's another one that died today.
Yes. Now
Somebody's murdering them.
Yeah, well, this last one was 80, so it didn't. It's probably not going to take a lot of push to get that one over the cliff. But again, the odds of this one I have seen show up as something like Grok figured them out for one podcaster as something like 17 quintillion to 1. So anyway,
one's an accident, 2's coincidence, 3 is enemy action.
Yep. And so, Mark, I guess the question is, have we seen this movie before?
Well, I've seen lots of movies involving assassination, so I guess so, yes.
The missus, it's certainly a coincidence that these right-wing politicians have all died just right before the election, right?
Completely weird.
Nah, it's probably nothing.
That's the perfect one. Catherine notes that Hillary is probably on vacation in Germany. Suicide hotline? I'd like to place an order. There we go. OpenAI says it's scanning user conversations with ChatGPT and reporting them to the police. Mark, since it has difficulty counting the number of R's in strawberry, are you worried?
Well, yeah, I'd be worried because of the idea of a false positive where it makes up, it doesn't understand it. It's turning in perfectly innocent people.
See, and
Besides,
I would. Sorry, Mark. Thought you were
who
done.
cares what people say to ChatGPT?
See, and I would say I have seen this movie before, except I haven't seen Minority Report. So
Nah, it's probably nothing.
Probably not. All right. The missus, how could we have ever expected this? Should we curse their sudden but inevitable betrayal?
If only I had some Firefly sound bites. I did, but they all disappeared. I don't know what happened to them.
That's a line from Firefly where Wash is playing with the dinosaurs. So,
and that was actually his tryout for the role, and that's what got him the role, playing with the curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
All right. Speaking of AI is about to take over your power and water. A drive to increase AI computing power has resulted in local grids and local water supplies being stretched. With one data center planned for Louisiana that's the size of Manhattan. Mark, can't the Department of Energy just make more energy?
Well, apparently they think so. But yeah, it is an issue. I mean, to me, it's sort of funny that all these green billionaires are all hopping on AI and which is, it's going to consume more energy than the entire planet can produce within 10 years.
Yeah, and come on. I mean, isn't that what the rest of the country exists for? To create power for New York and LA and to a lesser extent Chicago.
There you go.
But they're expendable, so.
So the missus, your question on this is: if a comet the size of Manhattan hits a data center the size of Manhattan, but it's not in Manhattan, what will be the resulting quarterly profits?
I think the answer is...
It is balloon!
It is balloon. All right. Speaking of profits, reports are surging that companies are urging their Indian employees to scurry and prepare. Let me start that all again.
Oh, man.
Speaking of profits, reports are surging that companies are urging their Indians to scurry and prepare to leave in a hurry as the secret job market that the companies use to hire cheap Indians is falling apart. Mark, is this what you voted for?
What I'm looking for? I've been hoping for it. But I blame you. I blame you for it because you're the one that advertised that website that showed up all these hidden jobs.
Yeah, and actually, I have as many as many Twitter followers as some of the creators, and they're doing God's work because they've nuked thousands of these Indians from getting hired. So great. The missus, aren't you sad that those Indians won't get the chance to recreate India right here in the United States?
Oh no! Anyway.
So, speaking of Indians, the Supreme Court of India has ruled that men can't get paternity tests to prove that they're the father, even if the woman has committed an adultery. Mark, does that mean that essentially 6 Indian men will father the next generation of Indians?
It could. It could. I've read that India actually has the highest infidelity rates in the world.
Wow. The missus is this just creating legal sluts with automatic child support?
Maybe. Possible. I mean, they're aspiring to be like the U.S., so.
Oh, I would tell you. It is horrible.
Well, I've read about U.S. courts that have, not as a broad thing, but like just individual judges in individual cases ruling that men couldn't use paternity tests to prove that they weren't the father. Now maybe there's some special circumstances involved, but I think it's despicable.
Well, isn't there like some sort of legal precedent in family court that says if you have a child and you've raised that child as your own and only you find out later that it isn't your child biologically, even though you thought it was, that you still have all the responsibilities of being the father even though you aren't?
It's state by state sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that varies widely across the nation. But in
I
France also
represent
you can't
science.
take paternity tests. All right. Let's see. Speaking of Indians, we already did that. And they're urging the Indians. We already did that. Okay. We're down to there are 320 African invaders on their way to Spain in a boat where 72 were killed for witchcraft. 72 of the 320 African invaders, the other Africans killed them for witchcraft. Mark, did those damn witches deserve it?
Well, the people that practice witchcraft, well, I guess the witches or whatever you want to call them in Africa that do practice that. I mean, they are known to kill albinos and use their body parts for various spells. So maybe they did.
Maybe they did. Okay. The missus, aren't we excited to help these great people to include them in modern Western society?
Yes, of course. Are we going to help them the same way we just helped that boatload of Venezuelan drug dealers that were headed toward the U.S.?
Speaking of boats, Trump bombed a Venezuelan boat allegedly belonging to a cartel.
That was just what I was talking about.
Mark, how long until the Democrats start defending drug dealers in the cartel?
I thought they already were.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, they don't want to. They're defending that cartel member that was, saying he was a fine New Jersey father or something, or the other, weren't they?
Maryland man. Yes.
No, Maryland. Okay, and they,
yes.
And they've objected to everything about sending anybody out of the country. So, I think Democrats are already there to defending drug dealers.
Don't want to go to El Salvador? I hear Uganda's nice this time of year.
That's right. The missus, how come the guy who is the president of Venezuela is the only fat Venezuelan? And why does he look like a Puerto Rican cab driver?
See, I had a thing. I do have a thing. It's just not on this computer. That would have been perfect for this had I had it. And if I can talk here long enough while I wait for this to load, I might be able to find it.
Well, you're the one who has to talk because you were saying things.
Oh, yeah, okay. So here it is. Can you hear this?
Socialism failing to work as it always does, this time in Venezuela. You talk about giving everybody something free, and all of a sudden there's no food to eat. And who do you think is the richest person in Venezuela? The daughter of Hugo Chavez. Hello. Anyway, 0-2.
that was during a broadcast. It was during a baseball game. I just love that.
I like
anyway, 0-2.
Well, that's my kind of announcer.
That's Vin Scully, yeah.
Oh, excellent. And this is our final Think Real Fast. In the latest Gallup poll, 76% of Republicans are satisfied with the direction of the country. And for the first time ever since 2000, 0%. I mean, zero, like none. No Democrats were satisfied. Mark, does this bode well for a third Trump term?
Yeah, well, well, I mean, there is that pesky constitutional issue, but if it were possible for him to go for a third term, yes, I think it would bode well.
Okay, the misses. Do you think this will incentivize the Democrats to use every voting advantage? I mean, there's certain things you can't say on YouTube in future elections.
Oh, I think they've already done that. I mean, we've talked about that before, back when we could. Back when this was a free country.
Back we didn't have to talk in extreme euphemisms, so people...
Yeah. I blame Trump. It's probably his fault.
That's right.
That I could probably say. Yeah, I get away with that.
All right. Well, that is Think Real Fast.
Think Real Fast.
All right. Take us to your song.
My what the what now? Oh, right. Okay. That was my very brief cue. Okay, it's song time.
It started with a latte, crisp September air. Barista said it's back and I said, heck yeah, I'm there. Next thing that I knew, I had a candle and a scone, pumpkin in my lotion and my dog's new collar tone. My inbox blew up, sales galore. Try our pumpkin spice deodorant, what's it for? Even got a PSL themed dating app. I matched with a girl named Brian who wore a flannel cap. Oh, pumpkin spice took over my life, from my breakfast to my shampoo and now to my wife. I sneezed and I swear it smelled like pie. I can't escape it no matter how I try. Tried to buy some coffee, just plain no flair, but it was all cinnamon, nutmeg everywhere. Cereal, hummus, even pumpkin spice ham. Who the heck approved that marketing plan? I bought a bagel, it tasted like dessert. My pickup truck smells sweet, how did it get worse? I opened my fridge, found a pumpkin flavored cheese. I screamed so loud, I scared my neighbor to sneeze. So beware my friends, when September rolls in, they'll spice your world with a cinnamon grin. Just one small sip and you're not the same. Next thing you know, you're legally named Pumpkin McSpicerson, cause that's your name now. Oh, pumpkin spice took over my life, from my breakfast to my shampoo and now to my wife. I sneezed and I swear it smelled like pie. I can't escape it no matter how I try. Oh, pumpkin spice took over my life, from my breakfast to my shampoo and now to my wife. I sneezed and I swear it smelled like pie. I can't escape it no matter how I try. Try to buy some coffee, just plain no flair, but at breakfast to my shampoo and now to my wife. I sneezed and I swear it smelled like pie. I can't escape it.
So there you go. It is that time, isn't it? Pumpkin spice time.
It is pumpkin time.
Everything pumpkin spice.
All right. Codex requests that as one for the shorts.
All right.
and speaking of ZZ Top, they heard it on the X. All right. Xi Jinping's Big Bash in China is full of disparate countries who disagree on many things, but that isn't a sign of China's weakness. Because Putin was caught telling
China.
Xi that organ transplants could offer immortality. On Hot Mic, they were talking about, these organs that I'm thinking that Putin and Xi have cloned organs that they're transplanting themselves. So
They definitely have blood boys.
Oh, man. Oh. All right. And let's see what else we have. The gold has outperformed so far this year the stock market as a whole. That's a new one as well. And in Florida ends all vaccine mandates, period. So, the vaccines your kids have to take to school, there is no such thing like that in Florida anymore. And Florida police shoot a knife-wielding woman. They caught it on camera, and the woman looks exactly like your mind might imagine. So you can look that up on the X. And that was, I heard it on the X.
Oh, that was very brief.
That was very brief, but you know what? I had to leave time for your memes.
Oh, right. We haven't done any memes, have we? Yeah.
Any memes.
Any
memes.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, you've probably heard about this, about Trump moving Space Force from Colorado to Alabama and what that might look like.
Well, he's rewarding the red states.
Absolutely. Yeah. That might work. Who can say? It's probably powered by whiskey.
Here's the interesting thing about it. The Air Force had determined that facility in Huntsville was the best place to locate the Space Force, and it was Biden that ignored the Air Force's recommendation and said, no, it has to be in Boulder. So all Trump's doing is following through on what the Air Force had previously determined was the best location.
They followed the science. Or something.
Yeah, as opposed to the auto pen who doesn't care.
Right.
Who actually, whose parents were born in India, the auto pen. Well, I'm not making that up. I can find her name if you really want me to, but the person who ran it was... Her name was Neera Tandon, and she was born on September 10th. Oh, it's almost her birthday. In 1970 in Bedford, Massachusetts, to immigrant parents from India, so not American at all.
All right. And as for all the protests and the like currently going on, for those whose screen might be small, anyone else think that turning loose Spanish fighting bulls at these riots would be a great idea? Asking for a friend.
I think turning them loose on the beaches would be a better idea.
All right. And then we have, for those of you enjoying some hot dogs here at the end of summer, the official end of summer, be careful when you ask for it Chicago style.
Yeah, and that's mustard coming out of a ketchup gun. That's got to be a crime.
Yeah. Well, there are those people who are very, very militant about not putting ketchup on hot dogs, and I don't understand. It's delicious.
I'm both. So there are times
Sometimes I don't want ketchup, but sometimes I do. And invariably, whenever I do want ketchup on my hot dog, we're out of ketchup. So it's just the way it works.
And I honestly, I would just drink vinegar instead. I like vinegar.
See, and I'll be honest and say that I do sometimes think that there's someone, John, who lives in my house who drinks ketchup because we go through that much of it. Yeah. Anyway. Onward and upward.
Not as far as you know.
I know, right? Speaking of...
No more than a few shot glasses.
One before bed every night, just to keep things right. It's time to decorate for the holidays. I can't believe it's already Is He Dead Yet season. I still have my holy shit, he's going to start World War III decorations up. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with these things.
You started in the comments quite the ketchup.
I knew I was throwing a grenade out there.
There's a lot of I'm going to say condiment purity gatekeeping going on.
Oh,
right now.
Absolutely.
So,
So
just to
throw this in there, because now salsa and hot sauce has come up with in regards to eggs. I don't know how this started, but when we were going out we would go out and have brunch frequently on Sundays, and T-Bone would get hash browns with his eggs, and so his dad convinced him, it's really good if you put ketchup on the hash browns. He's like, I don't know that I like that. I'll try hot sauce. And so now that's how he eats hash browns with hot sauce on them.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
I thought the hot sauce was for the scrambled eggs.
I know. He has a weird relationship with.
Well,
condiments.
actually, I like ketchup on hash browns.
I like
unless
ketchup on
they're
hash browns too. Yeah.
Unless they're those loaded ones, they already have like a bunch of stuff in it. But
meal unto themselves. Yeah. All right, moving on with our memes. Mayor Pinhead. Labor Day weekend statistics. Welcome to Murder Capital USA. Mayor says, we're doing fine. We don't need Trump's help.
This is it's really disappointing to me because numbers like that, those are rookie numbers. They could have gotten those numbers way up. They're just not even trying.
And our weekly check-in with the Babylon Bee. Jerry Nadler forced to retire from Congress after being fully consumed by his own pants.
Nipple showing, very disrespectful.
A little bravo there to the Bee for that one. And of course, we have shopping cart Greta again.
Lord Farquhar from the Shrek trilogy. Actually, she's kind of looking pretty Shrekish. That's it.
I know. Yes, absolutely. And just to keep that in the same vein. There's a striking resemblance there too.
Disrespectfully with nipples out.
Well, in her defense, she probably can bench more than Mamdami can. So
the real Greta could probably
bench the real
more.
Greta. That's what I'm saying.
Seriously, that's a girl bench press. That's a girl level bench press.
I think we were talking about it, and when I was in high school, I could bench press more than that. Okay.
But he is showing his Indian upper body strength. You probably if you went to the same gym, you'd have to fight him for the 5-pound barbells.
I don't know, 5-pound on max out day. He uses the little things that you Velcro around your wrists. And then to close things out, a couple here that are just fun ones. And again, if you have a small screen, it's Spock talking to a couple of red shirts. It says, go to the field on the other side of those buildings, dig 2 holes, 8 by 2.5 by 6 feet deep. We'll explain why later.
and let me tell you, this is something you never really thought about. But Scotty, red shirt, man was invincible. That tells you how tough Scotty is.
That's right. Absolutely.
That's the power of whiskey.
He stormed the beaches at Normandy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
And finally, a little bumblebee butt, just for cuteness. Actual picture of a bumblebee butt and its little legs hanging out of flour.
Oh, let's not go any further there. Outstanding.
Oh, well, sure. You can take something wholesome and make it dirty.
That's
if you try really hard. Yeah, absolutely.
That's literally my job. Okay. Any final thoughts on this very wonderful show? One of our best. Mark?
No, I'm pretty thoughtless today.
Thoughtless. The missus, you have any final thoughts?
The clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
All right. Well, on that note, thanks everyone for coming. This has been another wonderful episode. And guys, take care. Be safe. See you next week.
Yes.
See, that's your cue, Mark.
Week.
It's never the same. I know.
It's not.
I know.
Never the same.
All right. Bye, everyone. See you next week.
You never know. So you're just sitting there and you're like, oh, that was my cue. I guess we're done. Y'all come back now, you hear?
That's the dumb